Well, hello there, and welcome to my channel, The African Gypsy. For those who've been here before, welcome back. And those who are joining us for the first time, well, welcome on board. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like this channel and we want to see more of the videos I'll be bringing out. This video is for the sign of Pisces and Sun, Moon, and Rising and cross watchers as well for the month of July. These are general trends that may play out intermittently, interchangeably throughout the month of July. I feel that for some of you, there's a reconciliation on the cards, someone coming back. It could be a person or an organization or a group of people, someone coming back. But when I shuffled these cards to begin with, the first message I got was reversed, which tells me that for some of you, you may be dealing with a bit of deception, someone coming back or people coming back, but they're not being as honest as they want to seem. They're saying all sorts of sly words, all the right words. They know exactly what you want to hear, and they want to say it in that exact way that you love to hear it. So you're being asked to watch out for petty trickery, deception, and possibly someone just trying to interfere with what you've worked towards building as well. That this is for some of you. Crossing your path, I see that there is a woman who was very helpful in terms of finances in your life, but she may not be able to come throughout this month of July. So this is not because she's being mean. She's actually very charming and generous given any other circumstances, but for reasons beyond her control, she might not be able to help you. So you just need to make another plan as well. For some of you, a small amount of you, I sense that someone wants to come back into your life, but there's someone who's got more money possibly than you have, or they spend it more than you do. And this person seems to be coming through as a blockage to this reconciliation, I'll give an example of someone who's put in an offer for a tender and someone else comes in with a higher figure and people are like, no, we like your product, we like your portfolio, it's really good and all of that, but you know what, company X is offering us so much more in terms of this deal, so as much as we love you, we have to make a head over heart kind of a decision. This may be for a small amount of you. I feel that throughout the month of July, you may have to practice a lot of temperance, a lot of moderation. Try not to overdo anything. Don't overwork trying to catch up for all the lockdown months and all of that, but just keep a nice steady pace, keep things balanced. And I see for some of you who may have issues that have gone to arbitration, there could be successful arbitration. In a case or in cases where people haven't been seeing quite eye to eye, then a mediator comes in and tries to balance the whole scenario. I'm also picking up that you need to proceed with a lot of emotional balance through the month of July. I know a lot of things are happening cosmically. We've just come out of eclipses, and eclipses can be exciting and lots of change and all of that. And the new moon that was also in Cancer, a very highly sensitive time for most of us and all of that, very emotional time. But you need to try and keep your balance, try and keep your cool, try not to be overly mushy when it doesn't apply. And try not to be so cold as well that you seem to be like inaccessible. I'm being told to say the words emotionally unavailable. So try and keep a nice balance between the two, and that will work out very well for you. I want to draw attention to this message here. You see how she's actually pouring two vials, but the hot vial is actually going into the cold vial. So this tells me as well that for a lot of you, you've been manifesting stuff and bringing things up from the physical, the 3D, your prayers, your manifestations, the things that you want to pull into your life, and you've been feeding that into your spiritual life so that they could end up having a midpoint. You can birth something so that you can birth something. For a few of you, I feel that there may be issues to do with the solar plexus. You may need to do some meditation and some meditation to free up that part of your life. And for just a few, I'm sensing that someone could be having problems that are almost abdominal, but it manifests more in the lower back, that you might even think that you've got some sort of a kidney problem. I don't know, perhaps you've been overdoing the coffee. Maybe you need to ease up on that and add a lot more water to your diet. This is a message for someone specifically who's listening to this and just watching this video. I feel that in the past, you were the master of your destiny and you had everything that you needed in order to succeed. You see, you have the emotional ability, emotional balance, you had the finances, you had the intelligence, and you had the creativity to make things happen. You may have been faced with an option like a potential two things that you wanted to do at the same time, and they were both fine, but you had to prioritize something that was good for community, perhaps also made business sense, and something else that was just maybe strictly more business. I feel that they were both good to do, and you maybe needed to prioritize and decide, I'm going to do this and then I'll do that next. For many of you, I'll say, well done. You've been visualizing the life that you want. You've been acting the magician, like making things appear literally from out of the blue, things that you didn't have. And I feel for a couple of you, you've learned this new ability to call things forth into your life, because when this message comes through, you're told that you already had everything that you need in your arsenal, in your inventory, in order to succeed. You have the emotional balance, you have the creativity, you have the intellect, you have I'm being told to say consciousness, and you're present in the present, and you're able to manifest things, you're able to visualize things in clear detail, including the feelings associated with these things, and they are coming to pass. In your current circumstances, I feel that as we enter July, many of you are going to be given profitable advice about how to conduct your affairs. There may be someone that you know, male or female. These energies are interchangeable. It could be masculine, feminine energy, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a young person, it could be a youthful person. A person is youthful in their approach. I see this person giving you practical advice about your finances. I feel that this person is coming as a financial advisor, and they're telling you, you know what, John, you actually need to invest 70% of the money that you've got now in this and this, and live off the 30% and try and invest that into something smaller with short term returns. You could be getting advice like that. It might be in your best interest to follow this advice, because this advice at this time, it's really good for you. I feel that this person is who's giving you advice is very honest. They're very upright and very hardworking. If you see them at their own work, you can really tell that, you know what, this person works real hard. And they know things that other people don't know. They just have information even concerning business and other areas of life that other people don't commonly hold. So it would be in your best interest to follow their advice. I feel for some of you, you're being given advice to do with projects in business, the projects that you've probably never thought about in the past, but now you're finding yourself contemplating these parts. For some of you, I feel farming could be coming up. I'm seeing a place, it looks like farming land, but it looks also very, I would say, mountainous, or a lot of hills, but it's a very green, very fertile place, and perhaps there's talk of starting some form of a plantation. Yeah. It doesn't look like regular crops. It looks more like a plantation. That could be a very good idea for you to follow up. This is a specific message for someone. I'm being told that you need to trust your intuition as you go forth in the month of July. There are things that you may be unsure about, and the best way is to trust your gut feeling, trust your intuition. You can see this card here. I love this. You see how she's so at peace, she's so relaxed, and there are galaxies behind her, different worlds, and all the little orbs all around her, leading into this universe, you're getting information from far off places. So you need to listen to your gut feelings, listen to your body. Your body talks to you, your stomach, your chest, everything talks to you when you get to certain places. So you need to really listen to that, your intuition. And I feel that this could even more so be something that's aligned to your finances. I know, you'll be making financial decisions based on the advice you're getting and your intuition as well. You could even have a brief dream before you decide to sign some contract, and that dream could give you insight on how you should conduct yourself concerning the business at hand. Perhaps someone is just giving you papers to look through and to sign, and you're like, okay, wait, I'm going to sleep on this and come back to you after a couple of days, and you do sleep on it, and you wake up and perhaps you've had a dream and it's telling you go for it, or maybe you didn't even have a dream, but you just wake up with a certain conviction about the direction you need to take concerning your affairs. This is not the time to procrastinate and say, oh, no, I'll listen to my intuition later. Maybe it's not accurate. This is the time to actually listen to your intuition very deeply. I see as well, for some of you, Pisces, there are parenting and children issues coming up. So there's some form of a miracle that may be coming your way during the month of July. Wonderful surprises that are going to bond your relationship with a parent or a child in a way that you'd never expected. I'm being told to say an estranged parent or partner. Some of you have been estranged maybe because of global things happening around the world. But there's a miracle that's going to happen. Perhaps the level of your communication with this partner or father of a child could improve in ways that you're not even expecting right now. And for some of you, there are new family members joining you, whether it's through birth or marriage, which is really beautiful. And you can trust the validity of this new extension in your family. For some of you, my dear Pisces, I feel that you want to kick up your heels. Someone wants to party. Yes, some people are itching to party. You're like, oh, I can't believe this happened. We couldn't go out, and I just bought a new pair of shoes. And you know the way the disco lights shine on my shoes. I heard that conversation. You know what? You can still put on your best shoes, put on your music at home and dance a bit, make the party, shake it all out. Sometimes that's what you need. You just need that exercise, with happiness and joy with your music, and to make you believe in the impossible. Music is so powerful. Music can take you from feeling like you're in a downer to an immediate flip in your mood because you've heard the beat, and there's a certain way it affects your whole mood, your psyche, and the vibrations of your body. So someone needs to party, and don't wait for someone else to suggest it. Just make the party, even if it's going to be at home, even if you're by yourself, just dance like nobody's watching. Sometimes that's all that's needed for your dreams to come true. I like the way there's this rainbow coming through. And for me, rainbows always symbolize hope. And we've got the waterfall coming through that almost looks like a part of the tree that represents life and free-flowing emotions. I feel for some of you, there have been a lot of pent-up emotions, things that you weren't able to express yourself about, things you weren't able to say. Maybe some of you are waiting for the Mercury retrograde to pass before you unleash the tongue or release the tongue, however it comes out to those who listen to you. You need to kick up your heels because it will feed your spirits. I love the way that this tree is fed and the dead wood is passing away, and this unicorn is right on top of a waterfall. All of this is telling me that I'm being told to use the word symbiosis, or the symbiosis of life. Oh, okay, that's quite an interesting guide coming through, the interesting word. I need to Google that. As a result, these cards are a bit too far for you to see. Let me bring them closer. For the month of July, I feel that there are secrets being revealed. For a few of you, these secrets may be concerning organizations that you're probably affiliated to. And there could be huge changes. There are going to be very important changes coming up. There could be changes at work, changes in certain systems and sectors or establishments, which will end up actually being positive changes in the long run. I feel that for a few of you, There's an important change of outlook that's going to be good for you, dear Pisces. If you start thinking more positive, change the way you think, the way you feel, the way you react to things, I feel that more positive results will come through for you. And usually when this message comes out, that means there are going to be dramatic changes. When I say dramatic, those who've had personal readings with me before will know that it means real dramatic, and it's usually in such a positive way that you can't even begin to imagine at this point in your life. I feel as well that for some of you, you're going to be getting messages from spirit, from your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, your mermen, merwomen, whatever you call them, your fairies, your elves, from spirit. For some of you, these messages may be connected with your totem. You're getting very powerful messages, messages of hope, getting information that has been hidden, perhaps even for generations. Maybe it skipped a couple of generations. Someone could dream of something that you've been talking about in the family, like, I wonder what happened years ago with this great grandfather. Why did he end up moving? What was the story? And then you get some sort of a dream or a revelation that gives you a truth, a very deep truth that also changes how you view yourself. There could also be very positive revelations. I feel that for many of you, a cycle is coming to an end for a new cycle to begin. When I say cycle, I mean something that keeps on happening over and over again. Like, for a fact that every year in July, this kind of a thing happens. That kind of a cycle is coming to an end for something brand new and beautiful to come in for you. Now, dear Pisces, thank you very much for joining me this reading. If you would like a personal reading to find out how these energies are going to resonate in your personal life, and if you want to find out more about what you need to trust your intuition about, because it's going to play out differently for each person, please be sure to check out the contact details in the description box below and make a personal booking, so I can do your private reading. And please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you can keep on seeing more of my videos. I wish you love, I wish you light, and I wish you happiness. And enjoy July.